Hello and welcome to College Wrestling right here on ESPN Plus, where today we have a great one on tap for you. The 12th ranked Cornell Big Red and the NC State Wolfpack ranked 6th in the country. I'm Andy Malnowski. Thank you so much for joining us. A great crowd on hand here at Newman Arena here in Ithaca, New York. And it's going to be something on the calendar we've looked at for the entire season so far. These teams battling, and we're so excited to bring this to you. Thank you so much, and happy holidays out there to everybody watching here this afternoon. We're going to start things off at 197 pounds here today, and we'll turn over to Matt Bogomile right now for that announcement. So the Ivy League and the ACC doing battle here. We start off at 197. 25th ranked Mikey Delegata, 4-0, a freshman for Cornell. Already going right after it. Low leg single over the top. And back to the base. He's taking on Christian Knopp, a redshirt senior, 5-3 record on the season. Almost got a throw by there for the Wolfpack. So Delegata already holds a victory over Knopp this year, 9-6 at the Journeyman Classic earlier in the season. And Mikey back in the lineup today. A special celebratory day here, Kyle Dink Day, honoring the great Kyle Dink for his second Olympic medal. That'll be intermission here today between NC State and Cornell. So the first points of the match still 0-0 underway between these two. And this is going to be a grinder type match out here. We always talk about the first takedown being clutch and key in a matchup. Sets the tone in college wrestling. So Knopp working on trying to get some points. So both teams hitting the match after competing in the Cliff Keen Invite in Las Vegas. And for Cornell, it's their first home dual meet, since shutting out Buffalo in November right before Thanksgiving. Wolfpack ranked 6th in many polls out there nationally. Cornell at number 12. Under 1 minute to go here in the first period. So Delegata, a freshman here on this team, and head coach Mike Gray talks about the excitement level he brings to the mat. Had a couple headlocks in that first period against Buffalo in his Cornell debut. Down to 20 seconds here now. Here in the first period, no score.
Seconds.
And we could be scoreless here after 1.
2, 1, time.
So not only is it Kyle Dink Day honoring the Olympic bronze medalist from this past summer here today, he had a special clinic today helping out the future of the sport here prior to this matchup. It's also the return for Cornell. 2 of their big guns in the lineup, Julian Ramirez at 165 and Chris Foca at 184. With Delegata, they talk about him being a hammer on top. Gets the turn, gets some swipes, and out comes Knopp, and he gets the reversal. And so not enough in terms of the swipes for Delegata. Got a little too high, and Knopp able to turn it around and get the reversal. He leads 2-0. NC State, coached by Pat Papalizio, who many certainly know up this way, being at Binghamton University before going down to NC State. And Papalizio and Mike Gray, 2 former National Coaches of the Year, going head-to-head here in Ithaca today. Nice spin out. There's one escape. for Delagata. Make it 2-1 is your score. Nop on top. Boy, underhook by Nop. Can do a lot from that. Throw by Delagata. Spins out. Trying to go behind and get the three. And will he get it? Will he secure the back leg? Nothing yet. And it closes out of bounds line, and they call it out of bounds. Boy, great scramble there towards the edge of the mat between Nop and Delagata. Here in the second period now, 37 to be exact. On that scoreboard, so 2-1. Exciting match to start here, 197. Under 10. White takedown be huge here. And that's the end of the second. So as we said, these two battled at the Journeyman, which Delagata came out on top and won it 9-6. Right now, trails 2-1, so an escape will tie it. Reversal gives them the lead. Work it up. Out again, there's another one. We are tied at 2. Delagata gets the escape. Great movement on bottom. Now this is where this match is going to be won. Who's going to get that takedown? Good hand fighting right now. Great positioning. Delagata. See almost locking the back of those hands to potentially set up a headlock, but Knopf getting right back into his comfort with that throw by like he had earlier, trying to do it again. We're down to a minute. Closing in on a minute left of this matchup, 2-2. Riding time, not a factor between these two in a rematch from their earlier season bout. Outside single attempt by Knopf. Going behind, nice spin out. Great fight here towards the edge. Exciting first match at 97. NC State hoping to get the stall call or the warning. Nothing yet. 36 seconds left. Delagata. And Knopf trying to finish it. That's where Knopf likes to be. Been doing it all match. Those throw-bys into a front headlock. Try to bounce and spike him. Under 10. Great final scramble here. Delagata with the positioning. Nowhere to go, and they might have given it to him here. Was the clock over? Down as the clock expires. And the takedown by Knopf on the edge, but it's going to be really close, depending on what they call.
I called time almost exactly like as I saw on the clock.
So they're going to review this. As that takedown literally happened as the final seconds expired off the clock, so the officials are going to take another look at it. What a grinder matchup between these two. Knopf was the aggressor at the end. Delagata trying to circle out and use out of bounds to his advantage, but so see the official word here as they take a look at it here on ESPN Plus. 5-2 if it goes in the favor of NC State. As Knott will get revenge from the early season loss to Delegata. And here's the official word. So the takedown will stand just as time winded it down. 5-2 is your final. Knott beats Delegata with the late takedown of the match to give the decision win.
I don't know if we have someone to hit for the time. He's going to do it. Okay. Yeah, I'll always call it out when there's 10 or 15. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll give you the thumbs up.
So that's how we start. NC State getting the takedown in that final second. Advantage to the Wolfpack. They lead at 3-0 now in the duel. So now we go up to heavyweight. NC State's number 4th ranked wrestler in the country, Isaac Trumbull, redshirt junior, 9-2 on the year. Two-time All-ACC, of course, two-time NCAA qualifier, and finished second at the Olympic trials this past year, where he lost to the great Kyle Snyder in the finals. So looking for that huge throw, going behind, down to the mat, and he'll get 3. Taking on Cornell's Aiden Compton, freshman from Easton, PA, 4-6 on the year. So Trumbull getting the early takedown. And stalemate. Trumbull's only losses on the year to number 2, Wyatt Hendrickson of Oklahoma State, and 8th-ranked Colton Schultz. So he's got a lot of wrestling left in his future. The under-23, 97 kg world champion in 2023, so there's one escape. For Compton. Compton going through the leg, trying to finish the takedown, but Trumbull goes behind. Well, great effort there by Compton. And still under control until he gets up and make it 6-2 after that second takedown for Trumbull. Easy go behind there for Trumbull, make it 9-2. And he's taking down Compton at will. So the big guys on the mat here at heavyweight, and as we've talked about in the past, just a different style of wrestling, but Trumbull's a heavyweight who, in many respects, competes like a middleweight or a lightweight, the way he moves around and is able to attack and notice how he always pushes down on the head to go behind. Nice scramble here towards the edge. Another takedown. So keeping that pressure down. Under a minute left here in the first period. And a push out.
30 seconds.
Well, looking for that double leg. Trying to blast up. Under 15 now here in the heavyweight bout. Second match between NC State and Cornell. And in case you're just joining us, there's another takedown from Trumbull. He's just doing this academically here. In case you're just joining us, 3-0 lead NC State after that 197 match that went down literally to the final second. And Knapp was able to get a last-second takedown over Mikey DeLagata. So 15-4, it is all Trumbull here, working on a tech ball. As Compton trying to hang in. This type of spot right here for the heavyweights, that's where it all pays off. Having that extra weight to just put that pressure on top and prevent. Looking for the outside singles and go behind. Easily done from Trumbull. As we said, this young man finished second in the Olympic trials this past year and looking very solid right now. Against Compton, nowhere to go. So he's trying to put the legs in.
30 seconds.
Over a minute riding time now for Trumbull. And one more takedown will end it in favor of NC State. So after the stalemate, 24 seconds left now here in the second period. And trying to put the legs back in and work on a turn, get some swipes. Under 10. And stalling against Compton, and that will do it after the stall warning. And then actual point will make it 19-4 after the stall call. Tech fall win for Trumbull. That makes it 8-0 your team score. NC State with a dominant win here at heavyweight. So now we tune it up to the lightweights, go to 125. Louis Gill, NC State, the freshman, 5-3 in the season. Taking on Cornell's Marcello Milani, 9-4 sophomore, placed 8th at the Cliff Keen Invite, had a great tournament. And already firing here on the takedown effort. Getting low, trying to go out the back. If he scoops the leg, he'll get the 3. No call just yet. And potentially dangerous. So Coach Mike Ray discussing how
Never seen that.
talked about Marcello needs to really work on getting more points in the neutral position on his feet and getting out there and just letting it ride, letting it fly. And certainly did so in the first few seconds of the match, but eventually dangerous called. No score here at 125. Out the back again. But look at Gill just controlling those back ankles. Marcello trying to scoop those legs and get the three. Could be another stalemate, and it is. Still no score. So these two battling again. Gill lost a match to Marcello 6-5 at the Journeyman Classic in November, so expect much of the same here. It's going to be a close one here at 125. So no strangers to each other here so far this season. Boy, big head slap there. Hear that one right over here at the scorer's table. So down to 30 now. Who's going to get that first takedown? Gill gets in deep on the ankle now. Great shot from Gill. But Milani gets out. Still no score. Under 15. It's been nothing but a position fight right here at the center. So that is the end of the first period. And looks like some blood time coming for NC State, as Gill will go off to the side. So once again, you're watching ESPN Plus. Your team score, NC State leading the match 8-0 on top of Cornell. Tech fall win at heavyweight by Trumbull. And then the decision win for the first match of the day at 97 by Christian Knopp to make it 3-0 for the team score. So we're at 125. And this dual meet featuring 14 ranked wrestlers. Cornell looking for revenge after last year's 24-9 loss at NC State. Cornell leads the all-time series 3-2 and wins in 92, 96, and 2015. So last year down in Raleigh, NC State ran away with it. And Cornell would like nothing more than return the favor here this year. As Marcello trying to bounce his way up for the first points of the match. We knew this one was going to be tight. Great mat return by Gill. Trying to ride him. Boy, great hip over the top. Marcello gets the reversal. The hip over. And he takes the lead, 2-0 on top of Gill. Well, you just never stop wrestling, non-stop movement. And Marcello Milani takes the lead, but there's one escape for Gill, so it makes it 2-1. So each time Milani's got in a takedown, you notice what Gill does right away. It goes right by those ankles and just locks him down, to stop any movement from trying to get points. As Milani has gone out the back and tried to pop out and get a takedown. Down to 30 seconds now. Winding down this first period, or technically second period. Down to the 10-second mark of the period. And no points. That's Gill will choose down. You kind of get the sense of where this one's heading. The decisive takedown. Who's going to get that three? Gill can tie if he escapes. Marcello trying to suck him back to his back, but to no avail. Gill gets out. We are tied at 2 after the escape. Here at 125 pounds, Cornell and NC State. So now it comes down to a battle of wills. Once again, that same spot we've seen all throughout the matchup. Gill grabbing those ankles. Marcello trying to get his legs free. And another potentially dangerous. 1:10 on the clock. That's how much we got left. So let's see if Gill can set up another takedown here. And if he does, that puts you in the driver's seat to win this one. A big snap down by Gill. Closing in on 30. Going back to the center. Gill trying to go for a double leg. Milani's there, down to 25 seconds and counting. Trying to go behind, almost looking for the throw by. And looks like contact got hit in the eye. And no injury time, but 17 seconds to go. Here at 125 pounds. Milani and Gill. Big step down. And we could be going to some extra wrestling. And we will. Riding time, not a factor at all. Sudden victory now here at 125. That first takedown. Riding time is reset. So the takedown will win it. Milani gets in deep. Once again, trying to go out the back. Shrugs it off. If he goes behind it, scoops it, he'll win it. Nothing yet. Torquing on that knee. Tough spot to be in. Well, Milani went for it right there. Almost got it. But Gill somehow go back to neutral. Milani go behind. Gill, if he gets into the mat, he'll win it. The spin out. Nothing yet. The turnaround. Trying to get back points. And that will do it. Gill ends up on top. And he will win in overtime. 5-2 over Milani of Cornell. Marcello. And what a finish in overtime. 11-0 is now the team score. As Milani left it all out there. But Gill comes out. He avenges that early season loss to Milani at the Journeyman Classic. And now we bump up to 133 pounds for Cornell. Ty Farrar, the Shenango Forks product. Great high seat right there out the gate here for him. He's 5-1 on the season. The product of Shenango Forks here in Section 4. getting the start today. As Brett Unger not in the lineup today. Here at 133, he's taking on the senior Kai Arini. 8-2 on the year, won 3 of his last 4, and a 2-time All-American. Placed 8th at the NCAA tournament last year. So this will be a great battle here for Ferrara. If he can come out here and shock Arini. Outside single from Kai. Ferrara digging that whizzer in deep. Up to their feet. And there's the 3. First takedown, first points. So Ferrara trying to create some distance and get out for the escape. And a stall warning against Arini. So anytime in college wrestling you got an opponent that pushes you out towards the edge, as Coach Papalizio right in front of us trying to talk this over about this being. So first warning, first stalling against Arini. So anytime you're at the edge and you push a guy out, the officials are right on top of that for the call. Almost a reversal from Ferrara. Ferrara keeps battling at the center. He's in a good spot. And he'll get one. So Ty Ferrara for Cornell. And big escape. And nothing much here now for Ferrara as Arini trying to go behind. Nothing yet. And potentially dangerous. So once again, our Cornell graphic below should read Ferrara for the Big Red. So this is a great battle test for, as we said, the Shenango Forks Blue Devil coming up here. And always paid attention to this Cornell program, a love and a passion for it. And he is here today and making his home dual meet debut against NC State. So Arini's been someone, a leader on this team for so long. Back for this last season, and somebody who NC State's always looked to be the guy, be somebody who can be somebody that leads the team and can lead by example and just go out there and show out. And he's battled injuries. He's been a go-to. So that's the end of the first period. We go to the second. 3-1, Arini. And looking for some back points. Ferrara trying to work his way out. Great battle. A great hip over from Ferrara. Going to be a reversal to his back. Ferrara. He gets 2, and we're tied at 3. Ferrara. And you hear the Cornell side to push the pace on top of Arini. And we are tied at 3. Now this has been a great match thus far. And Arini gets out. Boy, great single leg shot here from Ferrara trying to fight it off. Another takedown. All of a sudden, 7-3. After Ferrara tied it. That's how fast the complexion of a match can change. Closing in on 30 seconds here in the second period. And Ferrara trying to create some sort of escape. Well, he has fought hard here against this two-time All-American. As you hear the Cornell side calling for a stall. And nothing yet. And 3, 2, and 1. Now it's time to go to the final period between Arini and Ferrara. As it looks like Arini will be going down. Ferrara trying to lock it, a cradle at the top. He's got it locked. You see his hands are locked. If he turns it, this could be huge. And Arini breaks it and gets the reversal. Make it 9-3. So Ferrara gets the escape. 9-4 is your score now. Arini on top. And 2 minutes of riding time for Arini. And to his back goes Ferrara. Working on a pin. Arini trying to get this pin, and he does. Pin 6 time for NC State. And the Wolfpack with an exclamation point at 133. So 17-0 now is your team score. NC State. Some of these matches have been close, but right there, the pin from Arini.
And for your Cornell Big Red, Josh Saunders.
So once again, we bump up now to 141. Saunders. Quick attack. And he'll get the 3. So Josh Saunders for Cornell, a senior, 5-2 against Tyler Tracy for NC State, a freshman, 4-4 in the year. Now Tracy did lose to Ethan Fernandez. He'll be up at 49 for Cornell. He lost to him at the Journeyman Classic, 15-6. But Saunders with the early lead right now, 3-0. And I'd like to reiterate, it is Kyle Dink Day. The legendary Kyle Dink is here today. And they'll be honoring Kyle's Olympic bronze medal, his second medal in freestyle wrestling at the Olympic Games here today, intermission. So we're going to bring that to you here today as well. And Dink, the first 4-time NCAA champion at 4 different weights, just about close to 10 years ago for this Big Red program. And then goes on to be a 4-time world champion, 2-time Olympic bronze medalist. And great to have him back up here and helping out the future generations with a special clinic before today's dual meet. So Saunders came out, was the aggressor right away, got that first takedown. In the first seconds of this matchup, Tracy, meanwhile, getting the escape. It's 3-1. And Cornell desperately needs to stop the bleeding on the scoreboard, down 17-0 in the team score. Tracy with the front headlock, trying to bounce him down. Under a minute now here in the first period. So this is one that Cornell absolutely needs as this match progresses. So not a whole lot of action since that first takedown here in the first period. As Tracy battles him there towards the center. And so you got to like where you're at right now if you're Cornell in this one, 3-1. But you got to keep the gas, keep that pedal down, keep your foot on it. And bouncing him up. As Saunders trying to put some legs in. Didn't really matter. Tracy gets out 3-2 after the escape. Nice outside single from Saunders. Trying to turn the corner. And bounce out of the back. So another potentially dangerous call. So Cornell right now, Saunders had great success on getting down at the legs. His shots have been rock solid. Finished the first one, but needs to set it apart here. And trying to go behind. And out of bounds they go. And just see NC State say, hey, push the pace, 50 seconds. Tracy. And going behind is Saunders. Gets him down to the mat. He'll get 3. Great scramble from Tracy. 35 seconds and counting here in the second. So Tracy starting to get a little more comfortable out there in this matchup. Taking those chances, taking those shots. Can Saunders continue to fend him off here throughout, under 10? And Saunders elects and elects for the escape, and they will give that to him to make it 4-2. Josh Saunders. Takedown for Tracy, gives him the edge. But Saunders needs to think offense. So you notice Tracy, he's just trying everything to get down to that leg. Outside single attempt from Saunders. Nice throw by underneath. Saunders is there. Good job by Saunders to block that hip from going even further from trying to turn the corner on him. Closing in on a minute. So this is where you can't get complacent. If you're Saunders. Because Tracy, he's coming. And stall warning against Saunders. We're down to 45 seconds left in the matchup. Saunders leads 4-2. 30 seconds. Saunders just staying in position. Underneath again. Down to 20. Tracy has that underhook. Can he do something with it? Closing it on 10 seconds remaining in the matchup here at 1:41. Saunders keeping control of that elbow. And stall call against Saunders. They give the point to NC State, but it will not matter. As Cornell gets on the team scoreboard, Josh Saunders wins it 4-3 over Tyler Tracy. So right now, it's halftime right now, 17-3. NC State is your score. We're going to take a quick break before we come back for the Kyle Dick ceremony here from Cornell University. You're watching ESPN Plus. And welcome back to ESPN Plus here from Cornell University, where your score right now in halftime intermission, NC State leads Cornell 17-3. Cornell finally getting on the scoreboard after Josh Saunders had that decision win 4-3 at 141 pounds. So momentarily, just under about 3 minutes, Cornell will be honoring the legendary Kyle Dink for his Olympic bronze medal. It is Kyle Dink Day here on the campus of Cornell University.
For as long as he's been wrestling, Kyle has found success on the mat. We could fill this entire halftime reading Kyle's wrestling accomplishments, going back to when he was 4 years old. But today, I'd like to share what Kyle means to this program and his lasting contributions to the culture of Cornell wrestling. If you followed Big Red Wrestling, you'll often hear the phrase, family, not factory. Kyle Dink embodies this motto to the fullest. Kyle's family, his parents Jody and Doug, his siblings Corey and Kristen, his wife Megan, his daughters Emmy Dink, Ella Jo Dink, his son Leo Dink, have been mainstays at Cornell Wrestling for the majority of their lives. In addition to his own family, Kyle's been a brother to countless teammates, a mentor to incoming wrestlers, and a leader amongst his own competitors. Like his father Doug, Kyle has given thousands of his hours of his time helping youth wrestling in Lansing, across the country, and even here this morning. To demonstrate Kyle's impact on Cornell wrestling, I would like to ask the following people to stand, and please remain standing and hold your applause until the very end. If you're a member of the Dink family, please stand. If you are a teammate of Kyle's, please stand. If you were at the youth clinic this morning, please stand. If you've learned a life skill, a wrestling technique, or if Kyle persuaded you to wear blue light blocking glasses, please stand. And lastly, if Kyle has inspired you and has had a positive impact on your life, please stand. And so Kyle, on behalf of the sport of wrestling, on behalf of everyone here today, on behalf of all the people you've helped along the way, and on behalf of Cornell Wrestling, and most importantly, on behalf of family, thank you, we love you, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen,
there is the scene here on ESPN Plus. Kyle Dake being honored for his second Olympic bronze medal in freestyle wrestling here between NC State and Cornell. And a great job by Matt Bogomile delivering that speech, honoring Kyle and what he means to this Cornell program, what he means to the sport of wrestling, and just being someone that always shows up and competes at a high level. He inspires so many, and he makes us all proud. And we're picking the action right back up here on Kyle Dake Day. As we bump up Ethan Fernandez. And 149 pounds for Cornell. Ranked 18th in the country, 9-4 in the season, coming off an 8th place finish at the Cliff Keen Invite. Taking on Coy Biskins, 12-5, redshirt freshman for NC State. Here at 149 pounds. Thank you so much for joining us here for college wrestling. So Biskins, interesting note, suffered a loss this year to former Cornell standout Brian Robuto's brother Colin of Northern Iowa, 4-2 at the Cliff Keen. So Fernandez last year with that breakout year, EIWA champion. Won 24 matches a season ago. And everyone here in this Cornell program knows his capability and that potential of rising up to it. And perhaps reaching that podium this year for this program at the NCAA tournament. Biskins trying to off the re-attack. As you see Fernandez trying to control that elbow. Still no score, under a minute here in the first period. And stalemate going back to the center. So when you're at this level, you never lack confidence. But one of the things that builds that confidence is winning. And when you keep doing that on a consistent basis, it tends to skyrocket. And for Fernandez last year coming into this season, earned the right to be that starter. He's been proving it. And Cornell needs him to come up big here today. Down to 15 seconds and counting. And there will be no points here in the first. As Fernandez checking that headgear. So your team scores 17-3, NC State on top of the Big Red. After that Saunders win right before intermission at 141. This is 149. All about that quick first move. Biskins trying to pop him back to the mat, but Fernandez on his feet. Big mat return from Biskins. And out goes Fernandez. He gets the escape. And official time for the put on the anklet here. One nothing Fernandez. So two evenly matched wrestlers here at 149. Bizgins and Fernandez. The only difference, that 1 point escape for Fernandez. Looking for that single. And stall warning against Bizgins. So keeping the action moving, keeping the fluidity of a match going. The stall calls and those warnings going to be thrown up. Bizgins has yet to try to get down there deep and been the aggressor. It's Fernandez has been the aggressor so far. Down to 15 seconds. So notice Fernandez circling back in. If you're backing out, then certainly that stall warning goes against you, not in your favor. And down to 3, 2, and 1. So Bizgins will go down. Look at the time of this matchup at 1. And a lot of these matches have been going this way today. You know, just tight, you know, close 4-3 types, 1 point matchups. As Bizgins gets out, he ties the match. Very fast move. Deep shot. Single leg takedown effort by Fernandez. Pulls it up high, looking for the trip. Over the top, and he gets him down to the mat. Nothing yet. Fernandez trying to circle back. Scoops the leg, he'll get 3. And they give it to him. 3-point takedown from Fernandez. And Cornell needed that. Fernandez gives Cornell the 4-1 edge. Bizgins, great scramble here, looking for the reversal. And he gets it. Goes behind. And out goes Fernandez. Make it 5-3 your score, Fernandez. Under a minute now left in the period. This has been a good match between Fernandez and Bizgins, leaving it all out there on the mat. Remember, Bizgins has a stall warning. Closing it on 30. 5-3 Fernandez. Trying for the step down. Down to 30. Towards the edge. And there's the push out and out of bounds. 20 seconds, Fernandez on top, 5-3. Bizgins looking for one last shot. Fernandez. And stall warning against Fernandez. But that will not matter. 3, 2, and 1. Fernandez holds off Bizgins by decision, 5-3. It's the second straight win for the Big Red against the Wolfpack. Cornell has won 2 straight. And now we go to 157.
Now wrestling at 157 pounds for the Wolfpack, Ed Scott. And for your Cornell favorite, Meyer Shapiro.
And welcome back, Meyer Shapiro. 3rd place in the NCAA tournament last year, All-American under-23 world champion, the sophomore. He's back. And big high C from Shapiro, and Ed Scott goes around Academic. Meyer Shapiro makes it 3-0. So Shapiro, just 1 match this year and an injury default. And he's back in action today for Cornell. Ed Scott, the senior, placed 5th at the NCAA championships for All-American status 2 years ago. Shapiro beat Scott last year 7-2. Head-to-head. So 2 top-ranked wrestlers in the country. So the Journeyman Classic, the last time we've seen Shapiro. And if you're going to watch one wrestler today, Shapiro is it. Another takedown from Shapiro. Going behind, making it look easy right now, 6-1. Don't blink when this man is on the mat. And how about the tilt? Shapiro, an absolute hammer on top. And you want to talk about one of the most exciting wrestlers in all of wrestling today, and it is Shapiro. As Scott's trying to fix his headgear. So Scott, 2-time ACC champ, a 3-time NCAA qualifier, on a 4-match win streak right now. And Shapiro trying to put a stop to that. Huge mat return from Shapiro. That tight waist from Shapiro is in deep. Over a minute of riding time. Stall warning against Scott. Down to 20 seconds. 6-2 edge for Shapiro. And that will run out the first period. Exciting first period. Dominant first period by Shapiro, who won 29 matches a season ago in his Cornell debut. Debut season, 29-3 was his record. So we haven't seen him. He's been missed here, certainly, by this Cornell program. Looking for the tilt. Not long enough for some swipes. Shapiro looking for a cradle. As Scott, if you've wrestled and you've been in that spot, it is tough to get out of. See those knees just locked right up. Knee to knee. As finally Scott gets to a base. And that will be 1 point for stalling against Scott. So Shapiro takes a 7-2 lead. So if you look at that first period, all Shapiro, and he has been dominating right now. 3 minutes of riding time in favor of Shapiro. And you can have another stall point coming against Scott.
15.
And there it is. Tack out another one for Shapiro. 8-2 is now your lead for Shapiro. And that will end the second. So Meyer Shapiro, welcome back to the lineup. A well-received welcome back by the Cornell program after injury defaulting his first match of the year back at the Journeyman. And 1 point escape. The go behind from Shapiro. Silky smooth on the mat. Tack on 3 for a takedown. Meyer Shapiro is unconscious right now. And the turnover, looking for a tilt. He is just zoned in. (12-2). And how about some more? 14-2. He's working on a tech fall. And how about the final takedown? 17-3. It is all Shapiro. And if he lets him up, he's got the riding time. This match is done. So he's got the 18-3. And how about the stall warning against Scott? That will finish it off. Shapiro is back with the stall call, 18-3. And the riding time after that. And Cornell feeling it after that tech fall win.
I'm asking. We have 65 6-point winner at 5 points. 6 points. Doing the stall call, that was a disqualification resulting in 16 points for Cornell.
So that is huge with the stall call. 16 points now after the disqualification. So that final stall call makes it 16 points for Cornell. 17-12 on the scoreboard. And now we go to 165. Another welcome back. Julian Ramirez returning today, ranked number 5 in the country. His first dual meet of the season after not participating in the first half of the year. 24-4 in season to go. 2-time EIWA champion. He'll take on Derek Fields, redshirt junior from Brunswick, Ohio. So Julian, the senior, his final go-around for this program. And another they love having back, along with Chris Foca later on in the matchup. Fields trying for a deep takedown. Ramirez trying to battle out. Got a whizzer. And no points. And going to be a challenge from NC State. So they thought the takedown, they had the position for the takedown. So they're going to review it here right next to us. So Matt Vogema explaining certainly to the crowd. Typically a tech fall is 5 points on the team score, and then with that 5th stall against Scott of NC State disqualification, and then to make it 17-12 on your scoreboard. So we started off the bout at 97 today. We're at 65. So the official word, no takedown for NC State. Still 0-0. Back to live action. So after 65, you have 74, and then 84 will round it out. 2 nationally ranked wrestlers, Chris Foka and Dylan Fishback of NC State, will cap off the day. And Ramirez and Fields just battling it out here. So the last few years, Ramirez been so close to reaching that podium, and his goal certainly at the NCAA tournament is to place, but was ranked as high as number 2 in the nation last year at 165. Ramirez going for the throw by. Underneath, almost got that ankle. Deep penetration from Ramirez. So Derek Fields, an NCAA qualifier from last year, and Ramirez did beat Fields last year 16-1 at the Journeyman, but much different this year so far. Big takedown. He gets the 3. Ramirez is there. His first takedown of the match. It's 3-0 Cornell. And that was huge right before the period ended. That final 10-15 second go. And Ramirez in the driver's seat. So Ramirez in control now, leads at 3-0. But Fields looking at it on the board for the first time. And as Ramirez up to his feet, getting that hand control, and he gets out. Four 4-0 your lead. Ramirez. So Ramirez did have some competition this year. He did. Wrestled unattached at the Matttown Open. Had a couple tech fall wins there. Lost to Max Brignola of Lehigh, 9-5. Well, unattached means you're competing solely on your own, not affiliated with the school. So it has had some action this year to stay sharp, but this is his first duel of the year. Right now he's up 4-0. Under 30 now here in the second. And one thing that always has stood out with Julian Ramirez is, you know, when he's on, he's on. But he has his days certainly where, you know, battling, you know, the mind and battling, you know, the mental edge that this sport always can bring. And sometimes, you know, that gets the best of you as 4-0 into the second. And Fields will go down. Ramirez, the Miami, Florida product. back on the mat today. So right now you feel this shift of this matchup. The duel itself teetering back Cornell's way. Wins by Saunders, Fernandez, and of course Shapiro. Ramirez looking to do the same. And there's one. First point of the match for Fields. Like we said, last year these guys tangled. It was all Julian there, 16-1. But much different story so far on this go-around. Closing in on 35 seconds in the match. The final feel out here. Fields trying to get high that leg. Ramirez gets out. Riding time not a factor between these two wrestlers. Now Fields, if he can get that 3, we have a tie match at 4. But Ramirez doing everything he can. Down to 10. And out of bounds. 9 seconds to go. 4-1 Ramirez. And caution against Fields. Down to 5 Ramirez. Just fending him off, and he will. And welcome back to Ramirez. He gets his first win of the season. And his first dual meet for Cornell, 4-1 over Fields. And all of a sudden, it's a 17-15 matchup. NC State leads Cornell in the duel. And welcome back to live action. Cornell freshman Simon Ruiz, ranked 14th in the country, 11-3 on the year, taking on Matty Singleton, ranked number 20, redshirt sophomore, 9-4 on the season. This is a rematch for the Cliff Keen Invite, where Ruiz won 6-1 just a few weeks ago, December 6th. So in the sport of wrestling, you see that. Sometimes you go back-to-back with some guys and certainly some rivals at your weight class. So Ruiz working on the first takedown. Against Singleton. Outside single from Ruiz, trying to pop up. See that thigh pry by Singleton, trying to push that off. And it could be a stalemate coming. And stalemate, so in a spot where it was tough to improve, two guys neck and neck right now. Outside single here from Singleton. Pops him up. Looking for the back trip. And still nothing. Great fight from Ruiz. He's got the wizard, nothing yet. No call. And notice, right out of bounds. But notice Singleton had that ankle trap towards him. Just unable to finish. Great scramble from Ruiz. Another takedown effort. Ruiz goes behind and gets the 3 with under 30 here in the first. Boy, the penetration on that. You see the execution, the speed from Ruiz, and that's going to pay dividends as he leads at 3-0. As Ruiz will take down. So this, in all likelihood, will go down to the final bout at 84 to decide it. And Ruiz is out. The freshman competing beyond his years here today. He now leads at 4-0. Boy, front headlock here from Ruiz. Trying to use it, trying to go off of it. .110 and counting. Well, Ruiz has really done a fantastic job with this matchup and staying on the attack and being the aggressor. Now Singleton had that close takedown and went to the edge, but just couldn't finish it. But right now, Ruiz is wrestling very smart against the redshirt sophomore Singleton. Down to 20 seconds. Has the leg. Ruiz trying to lip arm out, back trip, down to the low ankle. Down to 10 seconds. Ruiz trying to finish. And stalemate. End of the period, that is. Very close to getting another takedown, did Ruiz. So the final 2 minutes coming up. Big mat return from Ruiz. So Coach Mike Gray and the Cornell staff really excited about the future of Ruiz and what he brings to the table. It's so much. It's poised beyond his years. It's an attack ability that's second to none. The headgear goes off as Singleton says, hey, what's going on here? And he just keeps wrestling. Never stop wrestling until that whistle blows. And Ruiz showing us right there. And looks like he's got to fix the headgear. Earpieces came loose perhaps, and there's the backup. As Singleton goes over and gets a little little swig of water. And he's ready to go now. As Ruiz gets a second pair of headgear. And 9 more seconds. He has that riding time point. Could be huge. And the drive and one escape. One escape for Singleton. So they're going to check the times over here, the riding time. And they're going to go back and look at the replay. So what we have there in that situation is you had Ruiz and Singleton going towards the edge for the escape for Singleton. Now Singleton appears to have gotten awarded the escape point as the riding time was close to expiring. So they're double checking what that is. And so they've actually changed it now to 59 seconds. So that is huge considering this final minute 12. So 59 seconds they've changed it now of riding time to Ruiz. So remember, 1 minute and above, you get the, and that's why it's so important. As Singleton's getting the takedown, working on it. As Ruiz has that arm trapped, and they're going to give him 3. And now we're tied up at 4. So riding time's been negated under a minute now. So Ruiz, all he has to do is get out, and he'll win this match. Using the hips, trying to hit back in. They're looking at the count for a tilt, and nothing. Didn't have full control. As Ruiz. And they're counting now with the swipes. They get 2. Singleton gets 2 back points. Down to 10 seconds, trying to shake him off. Reversal. Ruiz, he gets 2. We're tied up at 6. As time expires, we're tied at 6. Ruiz did not stop wrestling. As Papalizio coming right over by the head table. And that was bang, bang. As the officials are going to probably look this over. So Ruiz, as the officials take a look, trying to see exactly what they're looking at, if it is a tied match at 6. Right now it's 6-6 on that score. The argument was it an escape or a reversal? And they're adding 3 seconds on the clock, and they say it's an escape from Ruiz to make it 6-5 now instead of a reversal. And Ruiz. And that will do it. Singleton beats Ruiz 6-5 to make it 20-15. NC State on the scoreboard. So the challenge was one that Ruiz didn't have the 2 points. He had one for the escape, and the officials confirmed it to make it 20-15 now. Your team score 6-5. Singleton avenges the early season loss to Ruiz. And here we go. We end out at 184. And here we go, 184. It's going to be Cornell's Chris Foca, his first dual meet of the season against Dylan Fishback, redshirt sophomore of NC State, ranked number 13 in the country. Foca at 9. Fishback with a 6-2 record on the year. So Foca, unattached, won the Matttown Open a few weeks ago. It's great to see him back in the lineup if you're Cornell. And the last win for NC State puts it at 20-15. So Cornell needs 6 to win it, 5 to tie it from Foca. And blood time going against NC State. So the circumstances with this bout, as we said, some of those matches were seesawing either way. The momentum shifting to Cornell for that last bout. But nonetheless, NC State putting a stop to the win streak of Cornell with that decision by Matty Singleton. So once again, thank you so much. It has been an awesome day of wrestling here between NC State and Cornell, and Kyle Dake Appreciation Day. We're here at Newman Arena, the Cornell program honoring Kyle for all he has done in the sport, his accomplishments, his accolades, but also what he gives back to the sport of wrestling. Honoring for his second Olympic bronze medal in freestyle wrestling from this past summer. So back to live action. Just underway here in the first period. Foca and Fishback. Foca. So the adjustment up to 184 last year for Chris, certainly took some time to get used to bumping up that weight. And obviously 5 pounds, little on 10. Nice go behind. Great effort by Foca. Give him 3. First takedown of the match from Chris Foca. And he leads at 3-0. And there's going to be more blood. More blood on Fishback. And so tack another stoppage in the action. And this time looks like some of that may have gotten on Foca a little bit. So last year, these two battled head-to-head, and Fishback won at 6-4 in the dual meet in Raleigh last February. And Fishback, the ACC championship runner-up last season, won his last 4 matches straight. And Foca, as we know, a focal point for this roster and this lineup for Cornell, and being an All-American 2 years ago, and coming back, bumping up a weight last year and then into this season. So, he's a guy you're going to look to always get points on that scoreboard. As Fishback looks like he seems to be all right. As Foca leads 3-0, 1:27 remaining in the first. And out of bounds. By great riding here by Foca. As Fishback trying to get on that scoreboard. He does here in one escape. Under a minute left here in the first period. As Fishback has that arm close. Trying to use it and work off it. Down to 20 seconds to go in the first. And he kind of knew this one was going to be a tight one. But Foca does have that pinning ability. He's been able to stick plenty of wrestlers over the years. As we start the second out, 3-1 Foca on top of Fishback. Hand control from Foca. Prying off those hands and those fingers. And there's the escape from Foca. And drive and out of bounds. Stall warning against Fishback. Foca leads at 4-1. Foca continuing on the attack. Back down to the mat. No points just yet right in front of us. There's going to be a challenge by Cornell. So they're going to see where the placement of how close he was on the takedown in terms of the out-of-bounds area. So we're going to see exactly what the officials are going to look over. But as we said, you get the 5, you tie it at 20. You get 6, you win the match 21-20. So, Foca, has that sense he can do it. But right now he's been the aggressor. And here's the official word. And so no takedown there from Foca as the call stands, no takedown. As Foca leads it 4-1. Foca looking for the outside single there. So certainly a lot of pressure in this situation. I mean, your first dual meet back for Foca, and then obviously, with the match on the line here, and certainly asking for the pin, it's easier said than done. Well, right now he's in control at 4-1. Going up high, there's a stall against Fishback. And 1 point for Cornell. So Fishback has struggled for any offense in this matchup. And stalemate.
Seconds.
3, 2, and 1. So after 2, it is 5-1 Foca. So let's see what Chris can come up with. And if you're Fishback, you know, if you get out, you get one takedown, it is a 5-5 match. You know, since the takedown rule had changed from 2 points to 3 points last year here in college wrestling. And nowhere to go here, just going to go out of bounds. Between Foca and Fishback here. The final bout of today's duel, it's 20-15. NC State leading the team score. And Foca leads 5-1. And with 1:39 to go in the match, 37 on that screen. A great job of riding here from Foca. But Fishback has just not had the ability to do anything in this matchup. Foca has been dominant. So cautionary start. Just a little over a minute of wrestling action left here today. As NC State, if you're Fishback, you're trying to hang on. As Fishback trying to work his way out, but Foca's right there. Little thigh pry and claw here. Under a minute.
He's crawling out of bounds. He's crawling out of bounds. He's crawling.
And
45.
some of the Cornell faithful talking about Fishback literally moving himself out of bounds, but no call. With stalling. As Fishback trying to shrug off Foca here with 30 to go. And Foca's been in control nonetheless. And 25 seconds left. As Foca trying to end this one on his terms. Down to 20. And out goes Fishback. Finally gets out with 15 to go. Under 10, and that will do it. Foca back in the lineup, gets the win by decision. Tack on the riding time, make it 6-2. But your final score today, NC State will win the overall dual meet 20-18. on Kyle Dake Appreciation Day. Once again, your final, NC State 20, Cornell 18. NC State holds off Cornell with a 2-point win here today. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. You can watch a replay of this match anytime on demand on ESPN Plus, your streaming device. Once again, your final score 20-18. Special thank you to our wonderful crew and to all of you out there watching. Have a wonderful holiday season. Once again, your final 20-18. We'll see you next time.